Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, today. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to check and make sure we're live. Okay, it looks like we are. Hello, we have a workman here again today, and he's talking to my husband, so that's that noise that you hear. But it's Christmas. It's December. It's the Christmas holiday month. And so I have lights up here. I have lights on my desk. We are just going to have a great time today. And I don't even know what they're talking about. I can hear them talking. I have a leash on Ellie because the guy has been going in and out of the house, and I'm trying to keep her really safe here. So hello from cold Arkansas. Pam, yes. How cold is it? Roz, good to see you. How cold is it in Arkansas? Pam. And Roz, what's your temperature? We have been getting down into the 40s at night, and our heater hasn't been working because it hasn't been working. That's why the guy's here today. So I'm not a happy camper. Colleen, Pam, Carol, good to see you guys. I know many of you have it colder than I do, but when you can't turn on your heater, it's very buggy. Of course, it gets in the 70s, low 70s in the day, so we're happy about that. You've been decorating your house for Christmas. Jeannie, good for you. I have started my decorating just a little bit. I took down Thanksgiving, but I'm getting ready for my team party on Saturday. High of 40 today. Pam, ooh, now that would be very cold. Okay, I hear them talking, so he's got it set to a certain temperature. That's good. I threatened him, when he came in. I said, "You are not leaving unless my heater is working." I can be a little bit strong. Hilda, good to see you. And Roz, nice temperatures, 70s and low 80s in the daytime, 50s at night. Tina, good to see you, 45. Ooh, maybe snow by Friday. How fun. How fun. Well, Ellie went for a recheck yesterday to the doctor, just for a blood test, and we're hoping to hear the result pretty soon, today or tomorrow. They analyze it and then call us up. Ooh, 32 in Connecticut. Brr. But she's doing very well. But one thing I had them do was to weigh her, and she hasn't gained any weight. She went in when she was 6 at 6.1 pounds, and she's still 6.1 pounds. So even though she's eating well, we're praying that she gains a little bit of weight. It's not really an issue, but I had just hoped that she would gain a little bit of weight. So, but as long as she's doing well, otherwise we're very, very thankful for our little girl. Yes, we are. So has everybody else been decorating? You've started some decorating, maybe started some possibly Christmas baking, possibly Christmas shopping, online shopping, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, all that. Hi, Holly. Yes, so when it's December, it's just a nice, fun month. I really love December. Even though it's very busy, it's a lot of fun. I'm going to put her down. And just so she wants to get down, I think she wants to go see what the guy's doing. Karen, good to see you. And Renee, good to see you. And it's dry off and on here, so I've been having a little bit of a runny nose. You guys have that too, I'm sure. So, lots of things have been happening at Stampin' Up. Lots of fun, exciting things that I want to tell you about. So, did anybody order the product of the month? It started yesterday. The product of the month is my husband is a florist, so he does our decorating. Oh, how lovely. I would love to have a husband who was a florist. Oh my gosh. Holly loves December. Yes. Oh, Christmas shopping almost done, Tina. That's good. She's going to whine now because she wants to go see the guy. Okay, the product of the month. Mine is on order and should be here hopefully by Friday. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's shipped yet, but it's a new thing with Stampin' Up! With a $75 order. You can add on for $5 the product of the month. And the new product of the month, the first one is a beautiful, beautiful, Deborah, hello. It's a beautiful designer series paper called True Blue Florals. It won't always be the same. It will be different things. And I know, Renee, some people did like Celebration and wish that would stay, and some like this idea. They're just trying something new. So mine is on order. I'm anxious to get it. I mean, everybody loves blue. It is so pretty. You have to settle, baby. You have to settle down. Okay, we're going to settle down. We'll see how long this works. But anyway, if you can, I'd get it and give it a try. Roz ordered it this afternoon. The colors are blue. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I know so far is blue. It's a monochromatic, but it looks like it has a lot of our blues in it. I'll know more when I get it. I would say we have some Midnight maybe down here, and Balmy, and Pool Party. So we'll have to see. Deborah ordered hers too. It's going to be fun. We're going to use it. We're going to make fun, pretty things with it. So product of the month. Okay, the next big thing is last chance product category was refreshed. That means they added a bunch more stuff into the last chance area. Sometimes it's discounted, sometimes not. But what it means is those items will be retiring. Hi, Shirley. Good to see you. So last chance category was refreshed. Now, as always, the last chance items that have the biggest discount are your dies. Don't buy them in the bundle. If they're last chance, usually the dies are the better discount. And so I have, I think, 5 different die sets on my blog post today at prettypapercards.com with links to each one. I think almost everyone I put on there was 50% off, and that's big because dies are a very big price. But I wanted to show you a couple of my favorites that are on sale that are a surprise, but they've added things from the holiday catalog. So I guess they thought it would be a good idea to put the holiday catalog items, some of them on sale. Good, Shirley, good. So one of my favorites this season has been the gingerbread man dies. Haven't we all loved those? These I'm keeping. I'm not getting rid of these. These are not 50% off. They're marked down from $36 to $32.40. So some of you who are my math whizzes could know the percentage of that. But I wanted to show you today just a few of my favorites that are going to be going away. So the gingerbread man, Christmas greenery is the exact same situation. I am really surprised about this. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on just a minute. Sorry. The Christmas greenery die set is beautiful. I really love this pine branch, and I love the other big leaf too. I love all of these. And this is the same price situation as with the gingerbread man. It's normally $36 marked down to $32.40. But what you need to know is they're going to be retiring, and they're while supplies last. Thank you, Holly. Yes, Tina's keeping her gingerbread man bundle too. The one that I think is a great bargain, this is a 50% markdown, is Holly Jolly. This is marked down from $41 to $20.50. Now, the interesting thing about this is it's a hybrid embossing folder. It has a beautiful embossing folder. And for some moment, what was I going to say? For some reason, I couldn't find my embossing folder right the moment before we came on. I was racing around, and It's around here somewhere, but this goes with a beautiful embossing folder. And so both the embossing folder and the dies are marked down from $41 to $20.50. So that is also a very good, that's a really good bargain. And there are quite a few dies marked down 50%. And then the last thing to know about is Cyber Monday is still going on. Cyber Monday is a sale on Paper Pumpkin, the Paper Pumpkin monthly subscription kit. And the sale goes on until the 9th, which is next Tuesday. I know why I'm sneezing. He does have the heater going, and it's a brand new unit, so there's a smell. That's why I'm sneezing. There they're talking. So what we're going to do today is we are going to make a fun fold card from the November Paper Pumpkin kit, just so I can, show you if you are not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, or maybe you haven't gotten it for a long time. The sale is a great sale. It's on the subscriptions, and I've said it every day for a week or two because I wanted to get you ready for it. A 3-month prepaid subscription is marked down $20. So you get 3 months for $61 instead of the normal $81. And the other levels are 6-month and 12-month prepaid are marked down significantly. So if you like Paper Pumpkin, this is a good time to get a subscription. This year, I think I mentioned I did it for the holidays because I love to get lots of holiday things, and that way it's easy for me to make Christmas cards, and I send a lot. So I make all the ones that we make together, and then if I supplement with a few of the Paper Pumpkins. And surely you're not sure how to order. When you go in the ordering area on the demo, I know you're a demo because you're in my downline. You go on the demo website or on the regular website, and you put in the search bar. The search bar is your friend. I love the search bar. And you just put in Paper Pumpkin, it will take you right to it, and you can subscribe and get that good deal. I use the search bar for everything, including, like if I want to know about a thank you sentiment, I put thank you in the search bar. Boom, it shows me everything currently for sale that has a thank you sentiment in it. I love that search bar. Give it a try. That's my tip for the day. Okay, I'm going to turn you down. And here are my Christmas lights. I think they might be dulling the other lights, but I have Christmas lights down here on my desk. It's so fun. And I'm going to give you the measurements to make an easy step card. So if you want to write the measurements down, definitely do, because I don't give them anywhere else. I don't give them on my blog or anything unless it's part of a class to go. So this is the November Paper Pumpkin. I'm not sure if you can still get it. Sometimes you can get refill kits. But I just thought I would show you the step card, but using these supplies, and you can use any supplies. It comes in this fun box, and these are the directions. And this particular kit is called Wrapped in Cheer, and it has all these different directions. But I'm just going to skip over the directions because we're going to make a special card. But first I'll show you what you're really supposed to make, and that is these cute little boxes. You get 8 boxes with all the stuff to make these cute little tags, and the boxes fit a gift card or anything else. Thank you, Shirley, that you think you could put anything in here, like a little gift, a little necklace, a cash would be a good one. A lot of people like cash, especially children, adult children. So this is what you're really supposed to make with it, is this little box. And it's adorable. I totally love it. But I wanted to show you a little something stepped up, and it is a step card. It's called the Center Step Card, and here it is. And this is an easy one. There's a way to make a step card that is more complicated, but I wanted to show you how to make the easy version. And I'll show you from the side. Here's how it looks. And I like it for holiday cards. The box was easy to make. Tina, okay, good, you got it too. I like the step cards for the holidays, any card that stands up so that my friends and relatives, when I send it to them, can stand it up and display it. And this is a pretty one to display. And on the back is where you can write, you can sign your name. You could leave this blank, but I stamped it a little bit. So let me show you what comes in the kit. She is just really whining, isn't she? So this is a stamping kit, and it comes with this cute stamp set. Here are the stamps that are on it, in it. I have some of them already on blocks for us to use today. So that's going to probably irritate me. Shh, you have to be quiet. And here are the little boxes. And what I'm doing for the step card is I'm cutting up a little box. I'm cutting up and using one of these sides. But it's very cute. It's really super, I love these little boxes, very cute. And this is basic beige. It comes with some little mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I think my transmission is a little weird. Ellie, come here, baby. Come here. No whining. No more whining. No more whining. Okay. And it comes with some really cute, the colors are Cherry Cobbler. And in fact, if you want to know the colors, you can look on the back of the little instruction thing, and it says Basic Beige, Cherry Cobbler, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive. So you know that I put that green highlight on there to remind myself. And then it comes with everything you need to make the projects, but we're going to do something different. It comes with these really pretty bows that you punch out, and I need one, so I'm just going to go ahead and punch one out while we're here. That way I won't have to do it later, because we're going to use one of these pretty bows. Just like this. Okay, and so you get I think you get 8 bows. They're really, aren't they pretty? I don't know if you can see them totally on the white, but there they are. Very pretty bow. And my little lights are gonna be fun to work with here. Then you get some of these tags. You get 8 of these different tags in the Old Olive and Mossy Meadow and the Cherry Cobbler. You get 8 of these tags, and I've already used most of these long ones, and I already have one punched out that we're going to use today. So you get lots of tags, and you get these little goodies, ephemera, a wreath, 2 different wreaths, and 2 different leaf sets, okay? And on one side, they are the Mossy Meadow, and on the other side, well, that looks like Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. On the other side, they're Basic Beige. Isn't that pretty? These are gorgeous. She really wants to see go visit the guy. And I forgot to show you the tags of these 2 colors. So the card I actually made, the step card that I made, has an Old Olive card base, and I'm using the tags. I cut them up, and I'm using those in the Cherry Cobbler. So we're going to reverse that, and we're going to make the card of Cherry Cobbler and use the tags, the tag of the Old Olive, I think. Oh my goodness sakes. Hold on. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. She's been doing this. This is the second time she's done this, but the last time I was with you, it might have been last Wednesday, the guy was here also, and that makes her irritated. All right, so let's go ahead and make the card base, and I'll give you the dimensions as we go. So this is Cherry Cobbler, and we're going to pull out the arm of our card base, and it is 9 by 5.5. So let's cut it at 5.5. Nope, I got to go this way because this is only 8.5. So we have to go this way. 9 and 9. Okay, 9 by 5.5. Just like that. Okay. Now the scoring is the interesting part, and this is where you want to get your scoring just right. So I'm going to pull my cutting blade down. Nala and Snickers are talking to Ellie. I'm sorry. Okay, so now we're going to do our scoring, and we're going to score at 3 1/4. This is what makes this card very fun. 3 1/4, 6.5. That's 3 1/4 times 2. I do know a little bit of math. And then 8. Okay, and then we need a second piece. And so I have 2 pieces of cherry cobbler here. And this is going to be, this is for the center part, 4 1/4. So we can cut this one down the middle. 4 1/4 by 8. Okay, so let me set some little crumbs off to the side. And that should be it. Okay. So let's go ahead and burnish these score lines on our card base. And so we fold down and up and down. Whoa, that's not right. That is not right at all. Whoa. Something is not right in Denmark. Let's check that. This is supposed to be 1.5. And my piece, it's a little distracting, I have to say, to have all this happening. I'm not thinking quite straight. Maybe it was a 9.5-inch card base because, okay, we've got it at 3 1/4, and we've got it at 6.5 and 8. So I think this piece is supposed to be, I need 1.5 here. So let me get another piece of cherry cobbler. Okay, and I'm just going to leave this here. Hold on, I just have to stand up right here for 1 second. I've got the dog on a leash. Oh, goodness sakes. Okay. Here we go. Let's try it again. Let's see. So let's try 9.5. That should give us plenty. 9.5 by 5.5. I might have written that down wrong. Okay, let's try it again then with our score blade. So we're going to go at 3 1/4, 6.5, and 8. And if it's too big, we can trim it down. It's better to be too big. But I think it's correct. Let's just give it a little test. Yes, okay, so the first measurement was, yeah, I guess that's right. It looks a little, this is supposed to be 1.5 right there. Okay, I think we're good now. So it's 9.5 by 5.5. That was my mistake. I'm sorry. Okay. So now we're going to burnish our lines like this. And let's fold this one. That should hit, for some reason that's just a little off there. Okay. And there is our card sitting just like that. So we did it right. Now we know. Yay! Hi, Lori Mantovi. Okay, now our second piece is the piece that's 4 1/4 by 8, and I didn't score that, but that needs to be scored at 4. Let's just get that scoring blade out again. Okay, 4. And these are the 2 parts of your step card, just like this. Okay. And now we can start decorating. Didn't you love it? Ruth, I loved it too. Is that Ruth? Yes. I love this. I love this paper pumpkin also. So what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of decorate the pieces. So on the back, we're going to go ahead and put our basic beige piece on. And I have everything I need right here. Here's our basic beige piece. This is going to be our sentiment piece for the back. We'll go ahead and get this stamping done. And the stamps in this little set are so cute, this paper pumpkin set. And I really like the wreath stamp. So let's go ahead. I'm going to stamp a wreath in the top corner and the bottom corner, and then we'll stamp the sentiment in between, kind of just like this. And it leaves perfect room for the sentiment right in the middle, sending a little Christmas cheer. I think that's very cute, and it just fits right in there. Just like that. Isn't that kind of cute? I think so too. Okay, let's put these off to the side, and we can go ahead and adhere this on right now. Just like this, yes. And get my glue, and I'm going to glue this on. And again, this is the back of the step fold card. And oh, I don't know if I told you this piece. The basic beige piece is 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, and there it is. So that's the back of our card. Perfect. Now we can decorate the front of our card. And here's the front side. So what we're going to do now is we need to start getting some of these little tags, and I'm going to cut these tags if I can find all the pieces parts. Okay, here we go. Here are all my different pieces. So these are what are tags in the set. Hi Nancy, Chile San Antonio. Oh, brr. So here are our tags, and what we want to do is we want to cut 4 what I call side pieces from the tags. And each tag can do 2 side pieces. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off the triangle at the back or the bottom. And then the top of each one has a little hole because it is a tag. And so I'm going to cut from this side to cut the hole off. And this is going to be 3 1/4. Okay, just like that. And then I want to cut this in half. And half of, this was a problem I had, half of 2 3/4 I think is 7/8. I don't know. I couldn't, anyway. Half of 1 3/4, excuse me, 1 3/4, half of it is, I believe, 7/8. It looks right anyway. You guys know I have this math issue. But it looks pretty close, right? And that's what I want. So again, we'll trim the second one the same way to get 2 little pieces. Trim off the triangle at the bottom. And we have a little dot there, so we're going to trim off this edge and make this 3 1/4 inches. Just like this, and then cut it in half at 7/8 approximately. Okay, now we have our 4 side pieces, and we want 1 top piece is 3 1/8, so I'm going to cut that off. We're really using this little kit. 3 1/8, again by 7/8. Okay, and that's going to give us all those pieces that we need. Alrighty, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with these. So, where is our card base? That is not, here's our card base. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have the card base, and that's the correct one that I kind of fixed. And then we have the step piece that comes over. Now, when the step piece comes over, you really can't see it, right? Because you can't see there. So that's what these pieces are for. These pieces are going to go along the sides, and that's going to make it look really cute when you put the step piece on. So we're just going to adhere these pieces to the left and right sides, and that will really show that little step piece. right up to the edge. Just like that. Okay, there's one. Here are all the rest of my pieces. Okay, here's two. These lights are kind of fun, aren't they? Actually, you know what you could do, and some people definitely do. I'm just using the pieces of the paper pumpkin, but you could definitely just cover this entire thing with a sheet of cardstock, right? But I'm just doing it this way because I wanted to use the items in the paper pumpkin kit. So when we put our step part, it's going to look just like that. And we're going to do that both in the front and the back. It uses the pieces and from the kit, and it looks so good. I think it looks so pretty. It really brightens it up. Pull that to the sides and up to the top. Okay, and put on one more. Woo, now my glue's coming out really fast. Okay, here we go. Just like that. And this is our back piece. So we're kind of decorating the back just like we are, similar to to the front. We don't want to have a naked back, especially because we're going to we have that pretty piece to put on it. My glue did burp a bit. So the back is going to look like this. See how pretty that looks? Doesn't that look nice like that with those side pieces on there? I just think that looks really cute. Okay, there's my sample. Let me get that up out of the way. Okay, so we've done the side pieces, and now we're ready to do the front. And so for the front, we're going to use another one of these on the front to just add more of our decorations. And this will be the prize for next week. So if you put the word prize, you'll be entered to win this card next week. Alrighty, now the next thing I'm going to put in is the piece of the box that I cut. Whoops, you know what? I want to put that on top of this. I forgot. This is a piece from the box that I cut to put on the front, and I'll give you the dimensions so you know. This piece is 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And it's just going to go right on here. I forgot I wanted to put this on first. And then we put the little strip across, and that kind of makes a nice finish to the top. I just kind of invented this today. Just play with your things. Okay, there we go. Now that's going to look a lot better. See how that just kind of softens that little rough area there? That way you have just a nice little topper. Okay, now we can use some of our pretty goodies here. So we have these gorgeous leaves that are two-sided. Basic beige on one side and green on the other, mossy meadow, I think. So we're going to use 2 of these little guys. And what I'm going to do is put this one down first. I know, baby. Okay, I'm going to put you down. Hopefully she won't whine. We'll see. Okay, and I want to kind of line them up. And this, do you see these little, I don't know what they are right there. Those little pokey out things. I'm not sure what those are. I think they're just more little leaves, but I kind of don't like them. So I'm going to just cut them off. That's what's fun about card making is, or doing any kind of craft or art, you can kind of do what you want. So what I'm going to do is glue the green one onto the basic beige one. And I want them to spread out a little bit to somewhat cover that plaid piece. Okay, kind of like that. And you see how nice that looks when you put it on like that? Whoops. I'm going to glue my lights to myself yet. So I'm going to put a little glue back here. And we're going to put our leaves right on like that. Isn't that kind of cute? Then we're going to use one of those bows that we punched out and just put it right on top. Now the bow, we're going to use some of the mini Stampin' Dimensionals that came with the kit. They're very, very cute. And they're perfect. Now I'm looking at my bow. It has kind of two sides. One is a little bit, in a way, mottled, M-O-T-T-L-E-D, I think you say. And one is very smooth. So I'm going to go, I think I want the mottled side to face upward. So I'm going to put some little dimensionals on the back. I don't want my bow to come off. Let's see, that little one, let's move that a bit. They just barely fit on there. They're the absolutely perfect size for the little tails of the bow. Okay, just like that. Isn't this cute, Holly? I mean, what I thought when I first saw it was that every item in the Paper Pumpkin Kit is just so cute that we can have a lot of fun with it. I'm just going to put my bow on like that with its little dimensionals. And then we got, in the Paper Pumpkin Kit, we got these cute, you really can't see it against my hand, cherry cobbler gems. So I'm going to play with these. I'm going to put one in the center of the bow. It just gives it some little bit of character, don't you think? And let's see, we'll put one over here. It just brings that cherry cobbler right into what's going on inside there. And then we'll put one, well, let's see. I don't want to put it there. Let me just see here. We could just, let's just put it right down there. We've got plenty. We can really have a good time with it. Okay, so this is our center step piece. Now what we're going to do is go to our card base, and here's our card base. And what I want to do is we're going to put some old olive paper right along this bottom strip here. So I'm going to cut a strip of old olive, 5 1/4 by 1 1/4 to fit that piece. Whoops. Okay. So let's go with 1 1/4 right here. By 5 1/4. It was pretty close. Okay. And then we're just going to put this right on here. And you see how that just gives it more character? So let's put this little guy on. And that should fit pretty well, giving a nice little border on all 4 sides. Whoa! Oh, I hear my heater going. I love it, love it. I've been really cold. All right, now we're going to even decorate this little piece. And what we can do one of 2 things. We can use, I'm going to put a wreath, and I'm debating about putting the mossy meadow colored side or the basic beige colored side. Let's just, we're not going to glue this on yet, but we're going to hold it on, because adhering the step part is the last part we're going to do. But let's see what we think. Do we want the basic beige, or do we want, I think we kind of want the mossy meadow, don't you? I kind of think we do. Okay. So let's adhere the mossy meadow wreath, and I'm just going to put little dots all along the base here, just to adhere it to that base strip. About 3/4 of the way around. Okay. And then we just put it right down like this. Whoops, a little bit of glue there. Okay, I did get some glue up here that I didn't mean to get. It's a little hard. I wasn't really paying that much attention. Let's put a few more dots in here. Come on, baby. Okay, there's some. We'll just see if we can't get that to adhere. There we go. Okay, so there is our little wreath. And now what we're going to do is, this set also came with some labels, but I'm trying to find my labels. Where are the little labels? Here we go. These cute little labels were right alongside the tags. And so you just punch out the labels and you can stamp them, and the stamps fit perfectly. So I'm going to use the Merry Christmas stamp for this label. We're getting all of our parts made before we actually put our step card together. Okay, so I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas right on this tag. Well, label, tag, label, label, tag. And it's a really cute font. I really like this Merry Christmas. I'll probably be using it on some of my other cards. And we're going to put this little guy up on dimensionals on this front strip, just like this. So I have some regular size dimensionals. And these are from another paper pumpkin kit. They come with these cute little small rectangles of full-size dimensionals. I really like it. They're handy to have around. Just have a few. If you need to go somewhere, go to a little card making thing, you can just take one of the little rectangles. Okay, so we're going to put our Merry Christmas right about there. All right, now the important part. We're going to make our step card. And I forgot what we need also, and we didn't cut it yet, the piece that makes the step piece. I think it's 4 1/4 by 6. No, 4 1/4 by 3. This piece was already 4 1/4, I'm pretty sure. Yes. And then score it 1 1/2. And this is just the little piece that makes the step part. It adheres that center piece to the card base. So just like this. Just like that. And let's burnish that really good. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this here, and we adhere it to the back of this piece. This is what is the little bit tricky part. So the first thing we're going to do is on the front of our top piece, the 4-inch piece, we're going to put some glue right in here. My lights are sticking to my glue. Okay. So we're going to put this right behind here, and it should fit just perfectly. We want to fold it up just to make sure that the fold folds. Okay, just like that. And then we adhere this piece right in here. Okay? And what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to trim it a little bit, because by the time you put it in the fold, you know, there's always a little tiny bit of an overlap there, and I don't want it to poke up above that fold line. That should work. Okay, so now we're going to put our glue on here, because this is what really makes it work. I'm going to fold that down so my little wreath is out of the way, and put this right in the center there. And then fold up to make sure it sits down. Okay, so we're making sure it's sitting down in there. And now we can press. there's your little step card. Now we're going to adhere it to the back, but that's how it works on the front. Hi, Vicki from Delaware. So now what we want to do is close this back, and I'm going to use dimensionals on the back also. People tend to use glue, but I really want to use dimensionals. I think it just adds a little more dimension. So I can put about 5 on here, like this. And it'll make it, I think it just gives it a little more kind of, anyway, dimension, height from the base card. So we've got the card closed. We want to close this part over it. And our dimensionals are already on there. So they're just going to stick like that. And here's our step card. Now it's all done. We can let's put a few little red gems right on the front here. We need to make that a little bit more exciting. This is taking a little bit longer because it is kind of a fun card, but it takes a minute to make all the little pieces, doesn't it? So there it is, and it stands up really well. Your friends and family can stand their card up. That's how it looks like from the side. Isn't that darling? I really, really like it. And then on the back, you can just sign your name. If you wanted to, you could write more and put things on the inside. Now, some people have another accordion-like piece that goes in here that can hold it together more, and it keeps it from flattening. But I haven't noticed that mine flattens at all. I think this works just fine. I think that's just great. So there is your easy center step fold card. And let me come back up now. Wasn't that fun? I love this card. I'm just going to hold it up again because I think it's just so cute. Isn't it just darling? You can see it from this way. Okay, so we need to give away, this will be the prize for next week. Okay, so put the word prize, and today is the 3rd, so we'll give this away on the 10th. If you put the word prize anytime before the 10th, and I don't look at it until the afternoon of the 10th, like starting at noon, and then I pull the names. So that'll be the prize for next week. And the prize for today that I'm giving away today is one we made a week ago, which was, I'm making so many fun fold cards. I'm just having fun with the fun fold cards. So this is the one from last week that we made using Peaceful Garden that opens like this. Isn't that cool? Hi, Susan. So this is the card that we're giving away today. And this is going to one of my faithful watchers, Bonnie Debo. I think she more watches on YouTube, maybe the replays, because I haven't seen her here today. But Bonnie, congratulations. I'll try to get this out right away so that if you want to use it for this Christmas, you can. I really like this card. So congratulations to Bonnie. And remember, with the card we did make today, these are all things from Paper Pumpkin. I don't know if you can get this same kit because this was the November one, but I already know December is going to be great. I've seen a little preview. And this is a great time to subscribe to get a Paper Pumpkin subscription because it really is discounted through the 9th. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I will see you back here Friday, and make some cards. If it's cold, stay inside and enjoy.